From South Carolina Public Radio, this is Who, What, When, an hour of history, games, and trivia. I'm Daniel Thompson.
And I'm Brandon Gray. And this week, we're spotlighting some famous comeback stories from history and pop culture.
That's right, Brando. Coming up later this hour, we'll test your knowledge of high-profile comebacks by popular musicians and look back on fast food menu items that disappeared but enjoyed revivals years later.
And if you'd like to join us for these games, all you got to do is call or text us. You know the number by now, but here it is, 803-470-6347. That's 803-470-6347. Call in. You can do it. Or you can send us an email to whowhatwhen@scpublicradio.org.
And if for some reason you jumped into the car and turned on the radio and you're listening for the first time today, we're so glad you're here. And what happens on this show is we focus on one topic and invite two listeners to play games about that topic. But our contestants are not told about the topic ahead of time. We like to see how well they know their history or how much they can learn about it from the episode.
And whichever contestant makes it through our first two rounds gets the weekly title of Who What When Shame of the Week, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's pretty great.
But they also get a chance to play a third game for a shot at our special trophy, the Who What When Fanny Pack. You heard me right,
That's the big time right there. And Brand, this week we're discussing famous comeback stories today.
As my guy LL Cool J would say, don't call it a comeback.
That's exactly right. We should call it a comeback, though. That's the topic. So we should call it.
We don't need to get into the semantics, though, of what LL Cool J is talking about.
I'm not sure you know what semantics means. Comebacks throughout history and pop culture, on the other hand, is what we are talking about. In this hour, we'll be talking about politicians, musicians, and even chain restaurants that have had a resurgence of one type or another.
And we'll get to our first game in just a moment. But first, we need to bring in our callers. Contestant number one, what's your name and where are you from?
Hi, I'm Jesse, and I'm from Berkeley Heights, New Jersey.
Berkeley Heights, New Jersey. How are you feeling about comebacks as a topic, Jesse?
I really hope that, however I do, I make a comeback at the end.
Nice.
Well, Jesse, I think the goal should be for you to lead the entire round. You don't even want to have to come back. And I believe in you, Jesse. You got this one.
Yeah, you're going to give the same pep talk to the second caller?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You can't show favorites, right?
I'm not going to show favorites.
Perfect. Jesse, thanks for joining us all the way from New Jersey. Let's meet our second caller, caller number 2. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hi, I'm Melanie, and I'm from Columbia, South Carolina.
Columbia, South Carolina. Melanie, how you feeling about comebacks?
We'll just have to see.
Now, Melanie, the goal is
yet.
for you to be up the entire game. So that way you don't have to come back. You got this, Melanie.
I got it. I got this.
All right, Jesse, Melanie, let's dive into our first game all about political comebacks. It's a game we're calling Who, What, Renaissance.
Here's how it's going to work. We have questions about famous political leaders throughout history from all over the world who either had control, lost it, and then came back into power, or who struggled for a very long time and then rose to power very quickly. These are all multiple choice style. Jesse and Melanie, you just need to tell us which political leader we're talking about.
Jesse, the first question is yours. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Donald Trump's reelection to the presidency after his loss in 2020 represents the second time in history a president has served 2 non-consecutive terms in office. The other being this non-Buckeye, who served as our 22nd and 24th president. Is that A, Benjamin Harrison, B, Grover Cleveland, or C, Chester Arthur?
Oh, no. We're coming right out of the gate with presidents, huh?
Yeah. It's the Who What Renaissance, Jess.
This is terrible because I have absolutely heard about this and I am drawing a complete blank. So we're just going to go with A on that one.
Going to go with A, Benjamin Harrison.
Sure.
That is incorrect. We're looking for B, Grover Cleveland.
The Grove.
I tried to give you a little bit of help there when I said non-Buckeye, because his name is Cleveland, like Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, wow.
But,
That's good.
It was a tough one to start. Did you think you would have gotten that?
I would have gotten it, and here's why. As you know, I'm writing a book about who I win and how to win the game.
Of course.
A lot of it is like, which one sounds familiar? Chapter 8 is which one's the funniest. Grover is a
funny.
fun name.
For sure.
It's a fun name, so I would have gone with fun, and I would have picked Grover.
I love it. All right, Melanie, let's see if you can take an early lead here. We're playing Who What Renaissance, all about leaders who made a comeback. On November 3rd, 1948, the Chicago Tribune was so confident that the New York governor of the time, Thomas Dewey, had defeated this incumbent president that its printed headline got the results wrong.
Oh, no.
And this winner completed quite a shocking comeback of his own, being elected president for the first time after serving almost a full term unelected. Is that A, Harry Truman, B, Lyndon Johnson, or C, Teddy Roosevelt?
Oh boy.
I love it when the first two questions both get, oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Teddy Roosevelt.
It's a fun name.
She's going to go with Teddy Roosevelt.
It is the
Chapter
funnest
8
name.
is what I'm hearing. She's going to go with Teddy Roosevelt, a man who did serve after the president died and then won re-election, but is incorrect.
Ooh.
You're looking for Harry Truman.
Okay.
Harry
Okay.
Truman. So we don't have anyone on the board yet.
So hold on. So did these newspapers actually get printed? With the
Yes.
wrong results? How
sold
much, like,
in Chicago.
can you like buy what? Are they like? I imagine that's a pretty.
Pretty big collector's item.
Pretty
I mean,
big.
there's a very famous picture of Harry Truman holding up a Dewey
Ah.
defeats Truman
That's cool.
newspaper.
that
Talk
is
about
a boss
comeback.
move.
It's a boss
right
move.
there.
It's a boss move. All right, let's see if Jess can get on the board here. Jess, you ready for your next question?
Sure am.
If you're exiled until death, becoming emperor of one of the biggest Western European empires again might be considered the largest political comeback of all time, which is exactly what happened to this little general. That is, before he was exiled until death a second time. A, Hannibal. B, Henry VIII. C, Napoleon.
Oh dear. Okay. So I think because you were talking about like little clues and hints in your lead up, you said little, and Napoleon historically has been claimed to be on the shorter side. I'm going to go with that because I have nothing otherwise.
She listened to the context clues.
Yeah.
When's that coming in the book?
I need to add it.
Okay.
I'll be honest. I hadn't thought about that.
She
part.
listened to the context clues and she's on the board.
Yes.
It is Napoleon Bonaparte. That is correct.
He got his own complex named after
When
him.
you come back from exile until death, that's a baller move.
You exile to
Yeah,
death to lead for a while just to be
That's right.
exiled to death again.
That's
tough.
exactly right. We're playing the Who What Renaissance. We got somebody on the board.
Forgot about the name.
Jess from New Jersey. Melanie's going to try to match her here. Melanie, here's your next question. Inspiring the nation to fight against the Nazis, even alone with their backs against the wall, this British Prime Minister gave the "We shall fight on the beaches" speech after the Dunkirk rescue. When war was over, he was unceremoniously replaced as Prime Minister, only to come back 6 years later to serve once more. Is that A, Neville Chamberlain, B, Tony Blair, C, Winston Churchill?
I'm gonna go with Winston Churchill.
She's going to go with Winston Churchill, and she is correct. Now we're cooking.
Sometimes you just got to ease into a little bit, right? Like you just got to, you work
Once
your
again,
way up.
We got a tie ball game early on. Jess, your next question here on Who What Renaissance. This young alcoholic soldier resigned his commission in the U.S. Army all the way back in 1854. When war broke out 6 years later, he felt the need to give it another go. And he was just the general Lincoln was looking for. After ascending the ranks through key victories at Vicksburg and Gettysburg, he rode his popularity all the way to the White House, becoming our 18th president. Is that A, Ulysses S. Grant, B, Rutherford B. Hayes, C, Samuel Tilden?
I didn't even know some of these. Okay, I'm going to go with Grant. I have no reason why I should do that. And in fact, because I said that, I feel like I should change my answer. But yeah, we're going to go and stick with that one.
She's going to lock in Grant, and
funny
she's
name.
going to lock in two correct answers in a row.
Oh, look at that.
She is correct. Ulysses S. Grant. Fun fact, the S in Ulysses S. Grant doesn't stand for anything. His real middle name is Ulysses.
It's a silent S.
Hiram Ulysses Grant. Hug was his real. That's even more of a silly name.
Yeah.
It's been on the show, and it's here again because it's a great fun fact. AT can shut it down.
Hey, AC, maybe stay out of this one, bud.
Yeah. How dare you? Fun fact me. Melanie from Colombia has a chance to tie it up.
Yes.
Here she goes. After rising to political fame in the Republican Party for accusing Alger Hiss of being a communist, he subsequently lost the presidential election of 1960 and the California governor's race in 1962, and many believed his career was done. 6 years later, this trickster became president, and he was the first prez to visit China, but also the first to resign his post. Is that A, Lyndon Johnson, B, Richard Nixon, or C, Gerald Ford?
Normally, history is kind of a strong suit for me, but I'm going to guess Richard Nixon because you said he resigned.
Normally a strong suit and still a strong
How
suit.
about that?
Melanie is correct, and we got ourselves a barn burner here. All right, we're rounding third here on the Who What Renaissance. Jess, your next question to take the lead back. After becoming governor of South Carolina in 2002, this budget-slashing Beaufort boy was caught using the state's jets for a transcontinental love affair with a woman in Argentina. Considered the death of his career, a mere 4 years later, he won a seat in Congress representing South Carolina's 1st District in the House of Representatives for 6 straight years. Is it A, Jim Hodges, B, David Beasley, C, Mark Sanford?
Let's go with JH. Jim. Let's go with Jim.
JH, old Jimmy boy.
Yep.
Incorrect. We're looking for Mark Sanford is who we're looking for. All right, don't play the door creaking sound, but oh, we played it. The door is creaking back open for Melanie, who's about to take the lead late in the game Who What Renaissance. Melanie, here's your question. This French leader was the president of France's provisional government after the Nazi takeover in the 1940s. He resigned in 1946 and spent the next 12 years off the radar before a shocking return. After the military coup in 1958 in French Algeria, this man created the Fifth Republic, becoming the first French president elected by direct universal suffrage in the nation's history. Is that A, Charles de Gaulle, B, Georges Clemenceau, or C, Francois Mitterrand?
I know nothing about French history. Let's go with Charles de Gaulle because that's the only name that sounds even remotely familiar.
The only one that sounds remotely familiar, and it is right.
Wow.
Melanie with 3 straight.
Uh-oh.
All right, Jess, your last question of the round and your chance to tie up Melanie starts right now. Some would argue that this man's ultimate comeback story was more of a never was but finally made it situation. But this principled lawyer didn't let numerous defeats in state and national elections get him down, including losing a U.S. Senate seat to Stephen Douglas in 1858. He just shocked the world and became president in 1860, navigating our country through possibly its most divisive time. A, Ulysses S. Grant. B, Abraham Lincoln. C, Andrew Johnson.
All I could think of that entire time you were talking was like, it is so much easier playing along with my kids in the car and being like, oh, I know this answer. Oh, I know this answer.
You got, hey, Jess, you got this.
I'm going to go with C.
She's going to go with C, Andrew Johnson. She is incorrect. We're looking for Honest Abe,
Honest
Abraham
Abe.
Lincoln.
Did you guys know Ulysses S. Grant, the S, and stop me if you've heard it, the S it doesn't mean anything. Hug.
Yeah,
He's a hugger,
He's a hugger.
not a fighter.
All right, Melanie, you got a chance to take a commanding lead here. The last question's about Ulysses S. Grant's real name.
Don't call it a comeback. The S, when it gets its comeback.
Here we go. After being a key figure in French aid to the American Revolution, this French fighter returned to France and was not nearly as successful in mounting the same organization of revolution in his home country. After years of tumultuous turnover and takeovers, the comeback of this famous "Here Because of Hamilton" happened in 1830, where he aided the July Revolution that deposed Charles X in 1830. Is that A, Louis XV? B, Jean-Baptiste Rochambeau, or C, Marquis de Lafayette?
Really, more French history?
You got it.
I'm going to go with C.
She's going to go with
No
C.
actual reason.
Marquis de Lafayette, played by Daveed Diggs in Hamilton, and she is correct.
Wow. Maybe you need more French history, huh?
Yeah,
You're doing
sounds like
pretty
you're crushing
well.
it. The gall of me to ask you 2 French history questions.
This is Who What When. I'm Brandon Gray here with my buddy and co-host Daniel Thompson. Thanks for joining us on this episode all about famous comebacks from history and pop culture.
Our contestants Melanie from South Carolina and Jesse from New Jersey are competing for the title of Who What When Champion of the Week and also that sweet, sweet fanny pack. Coming up after the break, we'll see how well they know musical comeback stories.
That's next here on Who What When.
Welcome back to Who What When, an hour of history, games, and trivia from South Carolina Public Radio. I'm Daniel Thompson here with my good buddy Brandon Gray, and this week we're exploring famous comeback stories throughout history.
But before we get back to our games, a quick reminder that you, yes you, Carol, can be a contestant on a future episode of Who What When. Just call or text 803-470-6347 or send an email to whowhatwhen@sdpublicradio.org.
Our contestants Jesse from New Jersey and Melanie from South Carolina are still on the line from our first round. The winner of this second round will move on for a chance to win that Who What When fanny pack.
And we'll see who comes out on top after this game about musical comebacks, one that we're calling Oops, I Did It a Who What When.
I love it. A great name for a great game. In this round, we'll hear stories of singers, songwriters, and musical artists whose careers everyone thought were over. But not so fast, my friend. They came back into the spotlight and were better than ever.
Melanie and Jesse, for each question, you'll have several answers to choose from. We just need to know which musical artist the story is about.
Jess, the first question is yours here on Oops, I Did It a Who What When. The lead single from his 1999 album, Supernatural, was Smooth, featuring Rob Thomas of Matchbox 20. A mega hit that spent 12 weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, which made it this Mexican-American guitarist's first top 10 hit in over 30 years.
Wow.
Is that A, Antonio Rey, B, Gabriel Iglesias, or C, Carlos Santana?
That is for a fact Carlos Santana.
Oh, she's back, baby.
A little swagger in that answer.
She's back. She said it with full confidence
Yes.
and authority for a fact. And she's incorrect.
It's Antonio Rey.
And she's correct. Carlos Santana.
Yeah.
Just like the ocean under the moon.
Oh, my goodness.
Jesse's comeback's on. Great job, Jess. Sounds like this category is right up your alley. Melanie, are you ready for your first question here on Oops, I Did It a Who What When?
I'm ready.
After a series of sophomoric pop punk albums and 7 years since their last hit, this trio of California rockers returned to prominence both critically and commercially with their politically charged anthemic album, American Idiot, in 2004. Is that A, Blink-182, B, Green Day, C, Newfound Glory?
I don't know French history, but I know a little bit of pop punk. It's Green Day.
I love it. She got all the French history questions right, but she knows her Green Day.
Yeah.
Green Day is correct.
That's right.
Her lead's back up to 2.
This is fun. This is after that first
After
round.
that first round, we can all
we're
breathe a
just
sigh
having
of relief
fun, right?
here.
A
We're
little
having
American
fun.
Idiot, a little smooth. We're having
Yeah, we're
fun.
doing it right. All right, Jess, your next question here, talking about musical comebacks. After their 1973 smash hit Dream On, this rock band seemed destined for greatness before experiencing a decline in album sales and internal struggles in the band related to substance abuse. But they came through the other side clean, collaborated with Run DMC on Walk This Way, and became a mainstay of 80s and 90s rock. Is that A, Aerosmith, B, Bon Jovi, or C, Poison?
That would be Aerosmith.
That would be Aerosmith. She's in her element
Yeah.
now. You can hear it in her voice. Jess is correct. That is Aerosmith, and she's back within one.
Almost like annoyed at how easy it is now.
Yes.
She's like, oh,
It's like, I got this. This
got
is
this.
like playing in the car with my kids.
that's
That's what this is
exactly
like.
right.
All right, Melanie, your turn. Here we go. This ultra popular pop star has experienced multiple comebacks over her 50 plus years as a singer. Maybe her first was the release of her solo album in 1987, and another with her 1998 hit Believe. With or without Sunny Days, she's succeeded. A, Cher. B, Madonna. C, Cyndi Lauper.
I believe that would be Cher.
It's a really good Cher, and you are really right. That is correct. Nicely done, Melanie. We're playing Oops, I Did It, a Who What When here on South Carolina Public Radio's Who What When. That's why the name's funny. It's about musical comebacks.
Yes.
We've got Jess from New Jersey. We've got Melanie from Columbia. Jess is feeling ready to roll here. Here's your next question. His comeback is so legendary, the TV performance that featured it is commonly referred to as the 68 Comeback Special, which aired on NBC in December of 1968. Initially planned as a Christmas special, producers turned it into The King's Return. With music from the era and a special sit-down informal sesh, the comeback was a smash ratings hit. Is that A, Andy Williams, B, Ray Charles, C, Elvis Presley?
Well, you said king. I'm going to go with Elvis because he's the king of rock and roll. So I'm going to go with Elvis.
She used the context clues that's coming in the appendix of Brand's book, and she is correct.
That's true.
She is correct. Elvis Presley took a Christmas special and made it a comeback special. How does that make
Well,
you feel,
it's a
Brand?
68 comeback special.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it speaks for itself.
it's a 68 comeback
Can
special.
you imagine you tuning in for a Christmas special and it being just Elvis songs?
that aren't Christmas?
Yeah, there was a little bit of Christmas in it, but it was mostly just Elvis songs.
I'd be pretty
You'd be-
frustrated.
yeah.
I'd be pretty frustrated. to be honest
Pretty
with you.
frustrated. Melanie, it's a chance to regain a commanding lead here on Oops, I Did It, a Who What When. Here you go, Melanie. Here's your question. This British-American rock band formed in 1967 and produced some of the biggest hits in the world from 1976 to 1987. And while they've never truly reformed, boy, have their live event reunions been the stuff legends are made of, including their first reunion after a long hiatus to perform at the inauguration of Bill Clinton. After each reunion, as successful as the comebacks were, the band members still decided to go their own way. Is it A, The Who, B, Deep Purple, C, Fleetwood Mac?
Oh, that would be Fleetwood Mac. Go your own way.
Yeah, nicely done. And she is correct. It is Fleetwood Mac.
They had another not a real comeback, but a resurgence of sorts thanks to TikTok a couple years ago. Remember
Thanks to
that?
TikTok a couple years ago.
Dreams was everywhere.
Dixie Chicks did Landslide. That brought there's so many times where they refuse to say that they're ever back.
They weren't out back.
They hate each other, and that does not
Well,
help.
it makes it hard.
It
It
makes
makes
it
it
tough.
hard. I think they need to come back together.
Yeah. Jess, if you want a Who What When comeback, it's crunch time.
Yeah, it's
crunch time. We got to start. We
This
can't.
is
There's
big.
no room for error.
She's doing the best she can.
Here's your next question about musical comebacks. In 1974, this pop group became Sweden's first winner of the Eurovision Song Contest. They rose to further worldwide fame years after they broke up when their music was adapted into the stage play Mamma Mia. In 2021, they did come back, reforming and releasing their first new album in 40 years. Is that A, The Cardigans, B, ABBA, or C, Ace of Base?
Here I go again. It's ABBA.
It's ABBA. She's correct. She knows her music. She's drawn to within one. Melanie, pressure's now on
This
to
is
keep that
big.
lead.
This is big.
We're playing Oops, I Did It, a Who What When. We're talking about musical comebacks. Here we go. If you think this pop quintet was a one-hit wonder of the 1990s, then you wanna check out these record sales and the tickets that sold out a 2019 comeback tour that broke records, even without Vicky Bex. Is that A, Spice Girls, B, TLC, or C, Bewitched?
That would be the Spice Girls.
The Spice Girls. Melanie is correct. Gets her lead back up there. Jess, all important question
This is
here for
big.
you.
This is big.
Musical comebacks. Here we go. These legends of metal seemed to be winding down. Fans were starting to believe they'd strayed from their metal roots, and the Sandman was coming for their careers. But after a 5-year hiatus, their 2008 album Death Magnetic announced their comeback and return to form, taking home 3 Grammy Awards.
Wow.
Is this A, Black Sabbath, B, Metallica, or C, Pantera?
I think Enter Sandman was Metallica, so I'm going to go with Metallica.
She's going to go with Metallica, and she's completed a perfect category.
Perfect round.
Perfect round. Jess, way to go. Melanie, you got a chance to ice it right here. You get this right, you're moving to the final round.
Wow.
Here you go, Melanie. In 2002, this New Jersey legend released The Rising, an album synonymous to many with our nation recovering after the events of 9/11. It's also widely considered a comeback and return to form for the artist, as it ended a 10-year drought of him without the E Street Band. Is that A, John Bon Jovi, B, Frankie Valli, C, Bruce Springsteen?
That would be C, Bruce Springsteen.
It's the boss. It's salt in the wound of the New Jerseyan,
Yeah.
and it symbols a victory for Melanie from Columbia, South Carolina. Melanie, congratulations. You're our Who What Win Champion of the Week. You're moving on to play for that sweet, sweet fanny pack.
That's big. You can put all the Bruce Springsteen cassettes in there if you want to.
All those cassettes. Jess from New Jersey, a valiant effort after those first 2 questions. You came up a bit short. Thank you so much for joining us here on Who What Win.
Thank you for having me. And can I please say hi to Julie and Jenny, who I listened to you with?
Oh, absolutely. Shout out to Jules and Jen.
Shout out.
We'll see if it makes the
exactly
cut.
right. We'll see if it makes it. Of course it will. Hi, Julie. Hi, Jenny.
Hi,
Thank you for
Julie. Hi,
listening.
Jenny.
Jess, thanks so much. Thanks for doing this. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
This is Who What Win. I'm Brandon Gray here with my buddy Daniel Thompson. Thanks so much for joining us on this episode all about famous comeback stories from history and pop culture.
Our contestant Melanie has just become the Who What Win Champion of the Week. Congrats, Melanie. She'll head to our final game to see if she can take home our weekly prize, a Who What Win fanny pack.
That game and more is coming up after this break. Stay tuned to Who What Win.
Welcome back to Who What Win, South Carolina Public Radio's Hour of History, Games, and Trivia. I'm Daniel Thompson.
And I'm Brandon Gray. Today we're talking all things comebacks. And boy, oh boy, Dan, our contestants, Jesse and Melanie, they've been having a lot of fun.
Yeah, they really have. And I got to be honest, I'm starting to think it's a little too much fun.
I was thinking the same thing.
It's some of that fun I feel like we're giving and not receiving.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
That is exactly where I was going, Dan. I have been watching them, and all I've been thinking this whole time is, couldn't hurt us to have a little bit of fun. Couldn't hurt us to have a little fun for ourselves,
It's
old
called
Dan.
self-care, Brand. It's important. We got
It's-
to breathe
yes.
in and breathe out. We got to
It's
take care of ourselves. It's not
self-care.
all about others. Sometimes it's about us maintaining this amazing, joyful physique that we have.
I couldn't have said it better myself. And I want to be very clear. We're happy that the contestants are having fun. We want them to have fun. That's why we do it. But I want to have a little fun too.
Can I pitch it this way?
Okay.
Like, we're not going to take any of their fun. There's
No.
so much fun that's just runoff, right? We're just going to take the extra runoff fun
Yeah.
and we could just soak it in ourselves.
Secondhand fun, folks.
Oh, I
That's
love
what
that.
I'm saying. It's the
Yeah.
secondhand fun. We deserve to have some raw fun come back to us.
You said it, Brand. Thanks for being brave enough to say what you mean and say what's on your heart and your mind. And with that in mind, we'd like to welcome back.
Welcome back. Like the episode. Welcome. Say it with me. Welcome back.
All right, whatever. We'd like to welcome back our producer, A.T. Shire, who's going to be quizzing us because he loves to quiz. A.T., welcome back
There
to
you
the
go.
show.
Thank you for having me, folks. Yeah, I do. I live to quiz. I
He
think
loves the
that's
quiz.
canon on the show by now. Since our episode today is all about comebacks, I've collected a list of movies where in each of their titles, there's a word that tangentially means to come back in some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
Man.
For a game we're calling Who, What, Which Movie Am I Talking About?
This sounds so close to being on topic. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. It's very close.
Yeah, it's
I put the word
yeah.
tangentially
You
in.
see, said
Well,
it.
it's self-care. It's just runoff. Fun.
It's self-care.
Yeah.
For each movie, I'll give you the year the movie came out.
Okay.
The name of the big-time Hollywood star or stars, if it makes more sense, the movie's tagline, and the definition of the comeback-related word.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's an example. 2003. Elijah Wood, among others. The tagline, the eye of the enemy is moving. The definition of the word, an act of coming back or going back to a place or activity.
It's Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
The return of the king.
I'm really interested to see the definitions of,
You're welcome,
of
yeah.
these words because
you use
I
it in
think
a
that's
sentence?
that's really going to be the thing that helps us.
We can use it in the sentence
Okay.
in the sense that it is in the title.
That's
So-
right. Great. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we get it. Let's start easy, all right? First up, the year 1992. The Hollywood star Michael Keaton. The tagline, the bat, the cat, the penguin. The definition, an act of coming or going back to a place or activity.
You ever
Very
think the,
similar
the definition is not necessary?
I
You
said
think-
we're starting easy,
Okay.
okay?
Do you know this one?
As Batman Returns.
Batman Returns. That's
Batman
right.
Returns is correct. Good job, fellas. I
Crushing
promise all of these aren't going to be the word return.
An act of coming or going back to a place or activity.
I had to edit myself and cut out XXX Return of Xander Cage. And so you know how hard that was.
I know
tough
that
for
was
you.
tough.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, 1994. Tim Robbins, Morgan Freeman.
Oh yeah.
The tagline, fear can hold you prisoner. Hope can set you free. The definition, the action of regaining or gaining possession of something in exchange for payment or clearing a debt.
Brand, you should know this one as well.
I don't. I'm stuck.
It's possibly my favorite movie of all time. It's The Shawshank Redemption.
Redemption is the
redemption.
word.
Shawshank Redemption.
You know what? This the
Definition's hurting you.
the word it's yes. I'm getting a little stuck on the definition.
You really pay attention to the stars and tagline.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't care about that.
That can really help. It really helps in this game.
Okay.
Okay, this next one I do think is kind of tough.
Okay.
The year, 1997.
Yeah.
Okay.
The stars, Lisa Kudrow and Mira Sorvino. Here's the tagline, the blonde leading the blonde.
Oh, I love
Which
it.
is very fun tagline. And the word definition is the act or process of being brought together again as a unified whole.
Now, Brand, we just talked about
I
this
know.
a few weeks ago.
I can't. I know it's a long title. It's like the best friend prom. The going back to what
You
is
got
it?
the ROM. It's Romy and Michelle's,
Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion.
Yeah, that's a fun one, I think.
Yeah.
The blonde leading the
The
blonde.
That's a
Blonde
great
Leading the Blonde.
tagline.
That's a great tagline.
Underrated movie, too.
Yeah. A fun movie. All right, next up, 1985. The star, Michael J. Fox. The tagline, he's the only kid ever to get in trouble before he was born. The definition of the word, expressing a return to an earlier or normal condition.
We're gonna go with Back to the Future.
You locked that one in real fast. You are correct.
Yes,
That
good.
is right.
I'm so
I
proud
heard
of you, buddy.
85 Michael J. Fox, and I had it.
Yeah,
That's right.
If we're saying that
Teen
blonde,
Wolf.
if blonde leading the blonde is a great tagline, this is a terrible tagline.
It's a really bad
tagline.
one.
It's a really bad
Didn't know what they
tagline
had
for
there.
a really, really good movie.
Yeah.
They spent all of 2 seconds on that.
Yeah, it's really.
Hey, how do we describe this one? Well, he's
Well,
going to go
he's-
back and
yeah.
before he's born.
There we go. Yeah, really good, guys. Okay, next up, 2013.
Okay.
The stars, numerous. The Rock, Channing Tatum, Bruce Willis. Tagline, there wasn't one for the movie, so I picked one that will help. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle. The definition of the word, the action of returning a military attack or counterattack.
Oh gosh.
So I know it's the G.I. Joe sequel.
Okay, yeah. So
I'm pretty sure it's G.I. Joe Retaliation.
that is correct.
Wow.
That
Let's
is
go.
working. That's using all your context
Yeah,
clues
you
right there.
used it.
And
Retaliation.
it's better than the first G.I. Joe, although neither are good.
Yeah, it's still bad.
It's still bad,
It's
but
still a
better than
bad
the first
movie.
one.
It's G.I. Joe.
Okay, next up, 2016.
Okay.
The star, Jeff Goldblum. Tagline, we had 20 years to prepare. So did they.
Oh, man, I know this one.
Definition
I'm so
of the
excited.
word, an increase or revival after a period of little activity, popularity, or occurrence.
Is it Jurassic World no?
It is Independence Day resurgence.
Resurgence is the word. You were so close, Brad.
Is there a rebirth? Of
That's
Jurassic
the one
World?
that just came out this year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dominion is that one.
We may talk about that in a little bit. So just
we'll edit it out.
Just hang on. All right, next up, the year 1997. The star, Sigourney Weaver. Big star.
Yeah, big star.
Tagline, it's been more than 200 years. The beginning has just started. Pray you die first. The definition, to rise from the dead.
Brandon, you got any idea?
Some sort of alien movie?
Yep.
Alien
Rise from the dead.
Resurrection.
That is
Alien
correct.
Resurrection.
He's
Nailed
using
it.
his clues.
He's got it,
using his
baby.
clues. Okay, next up. The year 1999. The star, Mel Gibson. The tagline, get ready to root for the bad guy. The definition of the word, an act of revenge or retaliation, or financial return or reward, especially profit, equal to the initial outlay of an investment.
This is Mel Gibson heyday here,
Yeah.
and it's ransom.
That's wrong.
What?
That's incorrect.
It's not ransom?
No,
You said
that's
financial.
That's not a return. Ransom isn't a return, you
Is
see.
this the one with Julia Roberts?
The answer is payback.
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 Payback?
Get ready to root for the bad guy.
Huh.
I got you on payback.
You got me on payback. Man, didn't see it coming. I don't even remember this movie.
Yep.
I don't remember it.
Yep. That's why it's a good question.
That's a great question.
That's why we play the
Ransom
game.
96. My bad.
Speaking of not remembering the movie, next up, the year 1992, the star Eddie Murphy. The tagline, a player who's about to be played. The definition, return to the originator, often with negative consequences.
I think, you don't know, right?
No.
I think this is Boomerang.
This is Boomerang.
Let's go.
That's correct.
Good.
Man, still can't believe I missed payback.
I got to be honest with you, AT. The thing I'm most impressed about is the amount of return or comeback words that you've come up with.
Thank
This
you.
is
Yeah.
really
We can thank the Walter Edgar Wally Edge for Boomerang, by the way. He came up with that one.
Yeah,
Wow.
he did. Wally
Yep.
Ed, shout out.
Shout out.
Next up, the year 2009. The star, the only human star, Jason Lee. Everyone else of note is CGI. The tagline, the boys are back in town and they have competition. The word definition, a published broadcast or recorded work that continues the story or develops the theme of an earlier one.
is it is it a Chipmunks movie?
It's an Alvin and the Chipmunks movie.
Chipmunks
Wait a minute.
broadcast?
There's Alvin and the Chipmunks. There's Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel. There's Alvin and the Chipmunks, Chipwrecked.
Right.
And then there's Alvin and the Chipmunks, Road Chip.
Okay, so which one is a return to of all the impressive list you just came up with, honestly?
Yeah. I guess the Squeakquel?
Squeakquel is correct.
That's absurd.
I think you've lost your way.
Squeakquel is
But
correct.
did I know all four names in order of the Alvin and the Chipmunks
That was both
movies?
sad and impressive.
I got
Very
kids,
good.
man.
Okay, next up, the year 2018. The stars, Meryl Streep, Amanda Seyfried. The tagline, discover how it all began. The definition of the word, another time, once more.
Meryl Streep. Oh, it's the Mamma Mia sequel.
Oh, here we go again.
Here we go again.
That's
Mamma Mia,
correct.
here we
Mamma
go
Mia,
again.
here we go again.
Great
Good
group effort
teamwork.
right
Nice
here.
job.
Group effort. Great
There
job.
we go.
Okay.
Well, it's clever because of the song.
It is. It's honestly a fire name. Like, amazing name.
Yeah,
It works
easiest
perfectly.
part of making the sequel is the
Here we
name.
go again.
It's perfect.
It's the perfect sequel name for Mamma
If you
Mia.
do anything else, you're thinking too hard.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, the year 2006. The star, Denzel Washington. The tagline, if you thought it was just a trick of the mind, prepare yourself for the truth. The definition of the word, a feeling of having already experienced the present situation.
Yeah, you got it.
That actually helped me.
Yeah.
Deja vu.
Deja vu is
And
correct.
A really fun time travel movie.
There's proximity involved to the time
right.
travel,
Yeah.
right? They're in
Yeah.
a van and they drive around, but they lose the past.
But they explain the timeline's really fun in that movie.
I need to rewatch that movie.
Tony
it's been a long
Scott
time.
loves shaky cam.
It is an insane premise,
It is
but
ridiculous,
a very fun
but a
movie.
lot of fun.
Deja vu.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, the year 2017. The star, Tom Holland. The tagline, homework can wait.
Yeah.
The city can't.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Okay, the definition of the word, the return of a group of people, usually on a special occasion, to a place formerly frequented.
You got
Spider-Man
this.
Homecoming.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. Great movie.
Yeah,
that is a
great.
fun movie.
Really fun time.
Shout out to the Jaguar XJ6
Yeah,
in that
shout
movie.
out to
out.
Jag.
Shout out.
Killer. Okay, last one right here. The
do it.
year 2025. The star, ScarJo, Scarlett Johansson.
Yes.
Tagline, a new era is born. The definition of the word, the process of being reincarnated or born again.
We're looking for
Jurassic World
rebirth.
Rebirth.
That's exactly
Correct.
right.
Rebirth.
Was it necessary? I don't know. Was this game necessary? Absolutely.
It was,
It was.
because here's the
I
thing.
got the fun out of it that I was looking for.
So much fun. I had so much fun, and that is exactly what I needed to give me the boost I need to finish this game and help
Correct.
these people have fun winning.
Exactly.
Let's go see if Melanie can seal this deal. Let's get that fanny pack for her, all right? I'm rooting for you. So let's go back, guys, okay? You ready?
Thanks, AT.
This is Who What When. I'm Daniel Thompson here with my good buddy and co-host Brandon Gray. We're discussing famous comeback stories this week, Brand.
And before we get back to our game, it's the final game, mind you, we want to remind you that you can take part in a future episode of Who What When. We know you're listening, you're having
Yeah,
fun, and you're
please
like, I
do
can
it.
do that. Why don't you? Just call or text 803-470-6347, or you can email us whowhatwhen@stpublicradio.org.
Our contestant Melanie from South Carolina made it through our first two rounds today to become the Who What When champion of the week. She now has a shot at our weekly grand prize, the illustrious Who What When fanny pack.
And what better way to round out today's episode than with a game all about foods we loved that were sadly taken away from us, but then made a triumphant return. It's a game that we're calling X Menu, Days of Food Sure Past.
X Menu Days of Future Past.
That's it. You heard it.
A play on the X-Men movie, X-Men Days of Future Past,
Yes.
where they time travel.
That is correct, but we made it about food.
Do you think we maybe went a little too far with this name? Does it have anything to do with
No.
the X-Men?
No, but it's fun.
Fair
X-Men,
enough.
Days
Fair
of
enough.
Food sure.
I got you.
So, Melanie, here's how the game is going to work. We're going to describe menu items from fast food restaurants and cool foods from grocery stores that fell out of popularity only to rise again sometime later. You'll have to tell us which items we're talking about.
Melanie, you need 7 correct answers to win the Who What When fanny pack. How are you feeling? Are you excited? Are you nervous? What do you think about this category?
I am excited. I am nervous, but I have my cat Meatball here to help me out.
Oh, Meatball, shout out.
Shout out.
Meatball.
Shout out to Meatball. That's exactly right. All right, here we go. Your first question here on X Menu Days of Future Past. Nothing says I'm loving it quite like bone-shaped meat, but this sauce, are you okay? You're wheezing. I'm going to start from the top. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
AT, go ahead and mute yourself, bud. We're trying to do a show in here.
Nothing says I'm loving it quite like bone-shaped meat, but this saucy sandwich from McDonald's has legions of fans. And when it makes its comeback, usually for a few weeks, sometime in the fall or winter, it makes the news. Is that A, the Arch Deluxe, B, the McRib, or C, the McBBQ Special?
Oh, I mean, bone-shaped meat is my, favorite food group. That would be the McRib.
That would be the McRib, and she's on the board just
when
like
the
that.
when the weather starts changing, it starts getting cold.
I
You
can't
start
even.
craving some of that
Why
sweet,
do they
sweet
make
McRib.
it? Why do they make the McRib patty look like it has bones in it?
Well, it's not. It's
It's
the whole
meat.
thing. Yeah, but you see it and you know what it is.
You're like, I want ribs,
It's the rib.
but it's
It's
want a
bone shaped
salmon.
rib. It looks like rib.
whatever, man. It is. Melanie got it right. That's all that
It's the
matters.
McRib.
It's the McRib. Here's your next question here. Talking about foods that left menus and they came back. That's why it's called X Menu Days of Future Past.
Clear as crystal.
Here we go. Taco Bell combined south of the border with South Italy in 1985, creating this beef, beans, and pizza sauce monstrosity that stole the hearts of fourth meal fans across the nation. When it discontinued the item in 2020, the backlash was so strong that the Bell now brings this item back for limited runs each and every year. Is it A, the Enchilito, B, the Mamma Mia Mexi Melt, or C, the Mexican pizza?
Oh, that is the Mexican pizza.
She knows her. It sounds like she's been around a few Mexican
Oh.
pizzas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One or two.
Yeah. Mexican pizza is correct. You love the Mexican
I
pizza.
love the Mexican pizza. One thing that this game has showed me is that they were very unoriginal with the title of that. You had Mamma Mia Meximelt sitting right
Mamma
there.
Mia Meximelt was there.
They had it sitting there,
and they had Meximelt already as a menu item.
right?
So the
this is the Mamma Mia
was
Meximelt,
perfect.
called the Mexican pizza, whatever.
All right, you're 2 for 2, Melanie. 5 more for that fanny pack. Here we go. They say no one out pizzas the Hut, but what happens when the Hut tries to out pizza the Big Apple? This pie is what happens. Sweet sauce, large floppy foldable slices, and a cult following that ushered in the comeback of this Pizza Hut special in 2023. Is that A, the Big Apple Bite, B, the Big New Yorker, or C, the New York Hut?
Oh man, that one stumps me. Not a big Pizza Hut gal. I'm gonna go with B.
She's going to go with B, the Big New Yorker. She's not a big Pizza Hut guy, but just like French history, it worked out for her because she is correct.
Doesn't matter.
We're playing X Menu Days of Future Past right here on Who What When on South Carolina Public Radio, an esteemed program that airs where you listen to NPR. And it's our 4th question. Melanie needs 4 more to win that Who What When fanny pack.
You got this.
Here we go. In 2009, Wendy's released these bite-sized bits of fried gold with a kick, and then had the audacity to just take them from us in 2017. The uproar reached the masses, but also the famous, with even Chance the Rapper manifesting their comeback in a 2019 tweet, which was liked by over 2 million people, ushering in the return of the A, popcorn chili chicken, B, Dave's spicy sandwich sliders, or C, spicy chicken nuggets.
Oh boy. Also not a Wendy's gal. Let's go with spicy chicken nuggets.
She might not know it, but she's guessing like a champion right now.
That's how I got through high school.
Shout out to the guesser.
Shout out.
4 for 4. She just needs 3 more.
I remember if you will bear me the time.
I would love that.
I remember when these went away.
Yeah, that's big for you.
It's another one of those things. It's like that's the whole ball game.
So
You
yeah,
go
that was
there,
why you
get,
go.
You get spicy nuggets.
5 spicy nuggets
They're
for
like
a buck.
they're on the dollar menu.
Yeah.
You kidding me right now?
And this is actually true. Chance the Rapper tweeted that, and then Wendy's responded to his tweet and said, if this gets over 2 million likes, we'll bring them back. And it got over 2 million likes in under 2 days.
How about
That's
that?
right. That's exactly right. Pretty crazy. All right, Melanie, you're on a roll. Let's see if you can get this next one right. Food menu items that made a comeback. Starbucks is always going crazy with the specials and off the menu options, but this vanilla hazelnut flavored blended drink that was never supposed to be a permanent menu item was supposed to celebrate 20 years of the Frappuccino in 2015. It was so popular that the company brought it back to celebrate year 21, and it's still a secret off menu gem. Is that A, the birthday cake Frappuccino, B, the celebration Frappuccino, or C, the Nutty Nilla Frap?
I'm gonna go with the Nutty Nilla Frap just because I like the name.
The Nutty Nilla Frap is something I would order, but it is not what Starbucks named it. That is her first incorrect answer. Did you know this one, Bran?
I didn't know this, but this does remind me that Starbucks just recently took off my Frappuccino of choice, the Java Chip Frappuccino, and the people, if this show gets 2 million listens
That's right.
over the next week,
we will
we'll bring it back.
Starbucks
I don't know
has
how.
told us.
I don't know the
Starbucks
specifics
has told
yet.
us that we'll bring it back.
Yeah.
The Java Chip Frap.
Send this to your friends, your family,
That's right.
find it on the podcast app. Do everything you can do so that we can bring back the Java Chip Frappuccino. Again, I'm not positive of the specifics, but we're going to do our best.
Yeah, or that we have any affiliation with Starbucks.
No,
we were
we
looking
don't.
for the birthday cake Frappuccino, Melanie. That was a tough one, though. But that's okay. That's all right.
We're okay.
We're still got 5 left. All you got to do is get 3 right. I feel good about it. Here's your next question here on X Menu Days of Future Past. We're talking about menu items that made a comeback due to popular demand. Is it cultural appropriation? Almost certainly. But this limited edition sauce, originally released by McDonald's during Disney's advertising campaign for Mulan in 1998, made a surprise comeback when TV show Rick and Morty obsessed over its absence. Is that A, the McSoy sauce, B, Szechuan sauce, or C, Mushu's sauce?
I am gonna go with Szechuan sauce.
She's going to go with Szechuan sauce, and she's back on the horse. She's right. That's a fifth correct answer. Melanie, you're on your way. You're on your way.
I don't know how I feel about that comeback. That's
I don't know how I feel
we're
about
in
the
a tough
comeback
spot.
either. We're in a tough spot.
Sure, it's a delicious sauce, though.
I don't know. I've never tried it. Melanie, you got 5 right. You need 2 more right. There's 4 questions left. Get half of them right. You're the proud owner of a Who What When fanny pack. Here we go. The fact that Burger King released a deep fried mozzarella stick with macaroni stuffed in it, coated in a certain chip dust, and it wasn't a huge hit is kind of surprising.
What?
They even brought it back in 2017 for a limited run, but it just never caught on.
What?
Was that A, the Dorito Mac King, B, the Mac and Cheetos, or C, the Frito Mac Deluxe?
Well, it sounds disgusting.
What?
This is a stab in the dark, but let's go with C.
She's going to go with C, the Frito Mac Deluxe. And that's incorrect. Bran is absolutely inconsolable that he missed this dish, a stuffed macaroni cheese stick covered in Cheetos. He can't believe he missed it not once, but twice. We're looking for the Mac and Cheetos. It's a Cheeto dust covered mozzarella stick with macaroni in it. That's made for Brandon Gray. It's made for Brandon Gray. All right.
Thought they sold it at Walmart. They don't.
It's getting a little, it's a really good dynamite drop in, Brain. One day I'll let you co-host the show. Yeah.
If we get 200 million listens on this one, we'll bring it back.
Make the Mac and Cheetos. All right, Melanie, we got 3 left. You need 2 of them right for that fanny pack. We're playing a game called X Menu, Days of Future Past.
There it is.
It's a serious game about menu items or grocery store items that left the shelves only to come back due to popular demand or because, like Burger King with the Mac and Cheetos, they wanted to.
Now, Melanie has to get this one right.
Melanie's got to get 2 of the next 3 right.
Okay.
She's got 1 more miss in the chamber. Here we go, Melanie. In 1992, Betty Crocker under General Mills introduced these Australian-themed snacks complete with kangaroo cookies and frosting to dip them in. After being discontinued in 2012, demand brought them back to grocery store shelves in 2020.
Yep.
Is that A, Dunkaroos, B, Outback?
Brother. Oh, brother. We'll get there.
I'm sorry. It's always AT. I would have got through a problem. B, Outback Dippers, or C?
We're getting there, Melanie. He's going to do it. He's going to say it. I promise you. He's going to say it.
Give me that third one, Danny.
Yeah.
Give me that third one. Here we go.
We're so close.
You got it.
I'm so sorry. This is so unprofessional. Or C, Crocodile Dundee.
I've never seen him this bad, Melanie. I swear to God. You want to do it in post? You want me to read it?
I'm so sorry.
You're doing this in front of Meatball.
Yeah. Or C, Crocodile Dundips.
One that I don't have to guess at is Dunkaroos.
Heck yeah.
It's Dunkaroos. You are correct.
Man.
Dude, would you eat a Crocodile Dundip?
If it tasted like a Dunkaroo, you bet I would. I love a Dunkaroo.
Crocodile Dundip's a better name.
It is a better name.
It's a better name for that product.
Yeah.
Dunkaroos,
yeah.
Outback Dippers, I would take.
Yeah.
Crocodile Dundips is it.
Dunkaroos.
Or C, Crocodile Dundips. See, I can do it. You got plenty of takes now. I saw it at C when I was reading Dunkaroos, and then AT went, yeah, and I knew it was coming. All right, Melanie, here's where we're at. 2 questions left. 1 more for the fanny pack.
We can do it.
It's getting real. Number 9 here, talking about comebacks of food items. Initially, this was Coca-Cola's attempt to compete with Pepsi's extreme lemon lime caffeine-fueled soda, but it was discontinued in the early 2000s. In 2014, Coke responded to a fan-driven campaign and brought back this 51 milligrams of caffeine per 12-ounce beverage exclusively to Amazon. Is that A, Jolt Cola, B, Burst, or C, Surge?
Oh, I was a middle schooler in the 90s. That would be Surge.
That would be Surge. That is correct.
How about that?
The question is correct. The round is correct. Melanie from Columbia, South Carolina is not only the Who What When Champion of the Week, she's also the proud owner of a Who What When fanny pack. You can put meatball right in there.
I couldn't have done it without it.
Melanie, any other words as a thank? Give us a thank you speech.
Oh, well, I'd like to thank AT for having me on and Meatball for the moral support.
I love it. Melanie, thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for playing, and congrats on that new fanny pack.
Thank you.
And that's going to do it for this famous comeback edition of Who What When. Thanks again to our callers, Melanie and Jesse, for playing with us this week. And big round of applause for Melanie for being our Who What When champion of the week.
Our producer is A.T. Shire. Our executive producer is Sean Birch, who spends his days dreaming of that Butterfinger peanut butter cup that will someday make a comeback. This show is a production of South Carolina Public Radio and is made possible in part by listener contributions to the ETV Endowment of South Carolina.
Join us for a future episode of Who What When. Just call or text us at 803-470-6347 or send us an email to whowhatwhen@scpublicradio.org.
You can find out more about the show at our website, southcarolinapublicradio.org/whowhatwhen.
And you can listen to an extended version of our show, and who wouldn't want that, on your favorite podcast app or through your smart speaker.
I'm Daniel Thompson.
And I'm Brandon Gray. Join us again next week for more history, games, and trivia right here on Who What When.